Hi everyone, welcome if you are new here and welcome if you are not new here. Thanks for your support and for clicking on this video. I'm excited to talk to you about rejection today because it's something that everyone goes through. So yeah, let's just get into it. Last week I didn't post a video because I shot the footage and then it got like messed up on my computer, so I wasn't able to post. Before I start, I'm gonna be an annoying YouTuber and give you some updates on my book. So I'm almost done with it. I'm very excited, which is why I kind of debated whether or not to upload this video, because I feel like I'm just very like my mind is only on the book. So I've like cut back on certain projects just to be able to finish it the right way and dedicate my time and energy to it. Like, it's not just about time, it's about like your mental capacity and how much you can like think about words. So yeah, so it's been a process. And so I was debating whether or not to post this video, but then I was like, no, like I want to share everything with you guys and like share the process of it. So even if this video is like just, you know, me talking about rejection and stuff like that, like it might help somebody, so hopefully it does. But yeah, so by next week I will probably be done with the book, fingers crossed, because the only thing I'm really missing, like the only big thing, is an interview with a celebrity whose publicist I've been like arranging an interview with her for a couple of weeks. But there's something happened and so next week I'm gonna touch base with her again and hopefully I'll get to speak with her next week, and then I'll have everybody's interview. So then I'll be able to finish all the copy that I have and then send it over to the editor. Well, I'm gonna finish writing all the copy and then I want to review it with my friend. I don't know if she's gonna be available. I actually haven't asked her yet, but I want to review it with my friend first, like have her read it and kind of like edit it. She has a publishing and editing background too, so I think she'll be like really helpful with that. And then after that I have to send it to the editor, so my publisher, for all the copy to get edited. And then after that it goes to get designed, and then obviously after that it goes to get published. So I'll walk you through all of that process, but not hopefully, like I know that after that, like once I'm done with the book, I feel like, oh, like it's done, like it's ready, it's out, and I'll be happy with everything I've written. So like my bandwidth will like extend, you know, like I'll be able to be more creative on YouTube. Like I have all these ideas and all these things that I want to launch, like the PR newsletter, a couple of other things that I'm very excited for, but I just haven't done it yet because I don't want to like start something right now and not have time to like fully see like this project, like this book project, which is super important. So that's the tea. I'm like not trying to be an Aries right now, not that I'm an Aries, but I have like Aries qualities to me, so I'm not like trying to like get involved in a lot of different projects at once. Anyway, today I want to talk about 5 minutes in like this video. Today I want to talk about rejection. It's something that we're all gonna face, especially if you want to be a writer or if you want to be in PR. I don't even know where to start with this, to be honest. Like I'm gonna start with my experience with rejection, like throughout this book, because I haven't really talked about it actually. As I mentioned in other videos, this book, which I'm gonna talk to you about what it's about very soon, is profiling people, right? And so there's certain people that I've been wanting in the book that I've reached out to. A lot of people have been very excited about the project and have been like saying yes. Like I would say like 85% of the people that I reached out to have been super excited and like willing, but there's some people that, whether it's because of time or it's because of like scheduling, time commitment, whatever the reason is, like they have had to pass on like the opportunity, or if they're not interested in like being involved in this project at the time, which is totally understandable. So I have had to come across a lot of rejection in terms of like the book, and I think that I deal with it pretty well. I'm not really good at a lot of other things, like when it comes to emotions, because I'm super emotional, but I think that I deal with like rejection well, and that's because I don't take that personally. Like, so I don't know how to even start this, but the way that I approach the book is that this book is something that I think needs to be out in the world, and I'm just like grateful that I'm the one that gets to write it and distribute it. And so during this process, I'm a very spiritual person. I believe, you know, in the universe, and I have like a strong spiritual connection to the universe. So I always pray like in the middle of the week or before I even start writing, for God or for the universe to allow me to put whatever person I need to put in that book and to include that person in that book. And And the rest isn't really up to me. Like, I just think that this is something that needs to be created. I'm the vessel through which it's being created. I'm so grateful for that. And you know, I kind of let it flow that way. I kind of just believe that it's gonna work out. So I have this sort of like understanding and agreement with God and the universe, and everybody should, or like everybody should learn to sort of think that way, because really everything does happen in your favor. So I have this understanding that it's gonna work out, like no matter what, and whoever needs to be in the book is gonna be in the book. So when somebody says no, or when somebody doesn't want to be included, I don't take it personally. Just like it, to me, it's just like, oh, bummer, like I thought you were a great fit. It would have been great for the readers. But for me, it's like, okay, let's move on like to somebody else, or let's look at another option that maybe this person at this time is just not meant to be in this project, which I totally like agree with. And that has helped me kind of release any sort of ego like attachment that I have to projects or that I have to writing. Whenever I am freelance pitching, I get rejected all the time. Like, a lot of times you don't even get a response from editors, like, oh, you might think this story is really great, but then like you pitch it to a publication that you think might really enjoy it, and then they're like, oh no, we're gonna pass on this. So like, if you're gonna be in this career, in this field, you need to just get used to being rejected, and you can take it as rejection, or you can take it as just like, oh, like this doesn't work out for this specific time, you know. So if you're in PR, you're gonna be like pitching so many editors and so many writers on your product, and you're gonna be rejected. But like, that's why you pitch so many people, because somebody's gonna say yes. But with every pitch that you send and with every project you get involved with, there's gonna be people who love it, and there's gonna be people who don't want to be in it. So I think the best advice I could give, like, to deal with rejection, is to focus on detaching yourself and your worth from your projects and from whoever wants to be or not be involved in your project. Like, if you are too attached to it, and if you take somebody rejecting you as a personal attack on who you are and what you are able to accomplish, then there's this quote that says, like, if every rub, hold on, let me try to find it. Okay, so Rumi has a quote that says, if you're irritated by every rub, how will your mirror be polished? So like I said, don't take rejection personally, because that's gonna really kind of like stunt your growth. The more that you can take feedback, good and bad, the more that you can take rejection, the better you will grow as a person, and the more that you can see projects through. Because if you focus on the end goal and you focus on the bigger picture, rejection and those little kind of annoyances along the road won't block you as much. Like, you can't stop at every person that says no or every person that rejects you. You need to like keep going to where you're going. And I think that's just something, like, this is an important message to get through with whatever you're doing, like launching a YouTube channel, being on social media where you're always like going to be criticized, I don't know, like launching a business, writing a book, getting, you know, rejected by a PR pitch, whatever it is. And for me, and I want to get this message out to you too, it's really important to just have the mindset of like, I'm just here to kind of fulfill whatever needs to be created in this world, versus like, I am so special because I'm doing this and like blah blah blah. Like, no, like, that's not how I see things. Like, I see a message that needs to be out, and I'll talk about it, and I'll say it, and I'll say it my way, and that's like what I'm choosing to do. Just seeing yourself, whenever you're creating anything, seeing yourself as a vessel of creation is really helpful, and not getting too attached to your work. Like, your work is never who you are, and I think it's really dangerous when we kind of become our work. I think this video kind of went in circles. I know that it's difficult to get rejected. For some people it's more difficult than others, but you just have to keep going. Like, you literally, like, all you have to do is keep going, and don't let things get to you, because all you really need is one yes to like move forward in your career or to get something that you want done. And there's going to be a lot of rejection. You're going to get rejected more than you're going to get not rejected. So get comfortable with that. I hope that this video comforted you. I hope that you enjoyed it and you got something from it. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you back here next time.